Okay, let's go to the callers again on the program. Sacramento's been holding a long time. Jerry, thanks for listening. What's on your mind?
Thank you. My name's Jerry. I'm here to tell you that as a former naval officer, middle grade lieutenant commander, that the wild card is not Israel's Air Force striking Iran. No, it's really Saudi Arabia. They're covert military operating behind the scenes. They are more than likely the ones that were behind some of these assassinations regarding the scientists working on the nuclear program there.
Yeah. That's interesting. And that's because what? The Saudis have such deep penetration inside Iran?
Saudis have their covert ops the same as the United States military people do.
And there's some phenomenal operatives, aren't they?
They are operatives. They are like our Navy SEAL, CIA operatives.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're alleging, in your opinion, as an ex-naval officer, that you believe it will be Saudi Arabia in conjunction with Israel that will attack Iran, or Saudi Arabia by itself?
Saudi Arabia uses Americans as Hessians. We are the Hessians for Saudi Arabia in order to bring the strong horse to the front. By that I mean this Arab Spring is a misnomer. What we're seeing, and as a historian, I know you can appreciate this, we're having an Islamic world awakening, and the competition is between Iran and Saudi Arabia for who is going to be the strong horse, the leader of it all. And Saudi Arabia doesn't care if all of us, including the Russians, get into it, because we're looking at a hot war here, a modern war, okay? What they're all arguing about is the Iranians' capacity to put together a bomb. But the reality is, according to the intel reports I've seen, they've already got at least 5 to 7 or more nuclear-tipped missiles as of 2007. So
I'm sorry. Pardon me. Who has these missiles?
The Iranians have these missiles. They got them from our good friends, the Red Chinese, and the North Koreans, who also gave them silkworm missile technology.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what do you see happening, Jerry?
Under the military, and I've been listening to you for years, and you are on the money, Dr. Savage.
Well, Jerry, what do you see happening? What do you see coming down the road?
Regrettably, I think we're going to end up going into a war. Reluctantly, slowly, but we're going to end up going into a modern world war. And I think it's going to be a limited, that's almost laughable, nuclear war. But bear in mind, World War II was a limited nuclear war, although only one side had the bomb at the time. But it's scary what I could tell you about what the war planners are looking at. And we're looking at a world war with a first strike by the Soviets, possibly, and the United States in response, of course, because we would never preemptively do that.
But isn't Obama rushing to denuke us?
Even Obama, as bad a leader, in my opinion, as he is, and what he's done to the military morally, he doesn't have, at least yet, that kind of authority.
It's interesting you should say that. I heard that from another highly placed former operative, that there's a shadow government that's still in charge, thank God, still protecting us. Do you agree with that?
I do. That's a fact. There's still patriots. There are those in high positions in our military, thank God, that still believe.
So how does a man like Panetta get so much authority to decimate the military like this, reducing the naval forces to a level not seen since World War I, cutting back on the military size when we're about to go into such a hot war that you project? Why would he be doing this at this time?
Well, that's just it. When you have, I know this will sound strange, when you have, they kind of let all these multinational corporations they let the genie out of the bottle, so to speak. That's why you've seen it, Dr. Savage. All of our industry, computer technology. It's all leading the country. That's why we're in such a mess economically. The one-worlders don't really care that much about us. That's why you see around, you can see around us, we're all turning into almost a banana republic.
You mean with the flood of illegal aliens from Mexico literally being welcomed by the Obama administration and states that try to defend themselves being attacked by the Justice Department? It's almost a plan to annihilate this nation?
They want plenty of population here because they're going to need it after this nuclear strike. They're going to need the people. And I believe they know that. That's why they're letting in all these people, is because we're going to get hit, and we're going to get hit hard, not just out there in the Middle East theater. It's going to be involving our West Coast and possibly Hawaii. Look at Obama holding down our military, and we're watching the missiles fly from North Korea over towards Hawaii and over Japan, for crying out loud. I mean, if that's not insanity and telegraphing our weakness to our enemies, and our enemies are...
Well, you sound like you're part of the old Navy as opposed to the diverse Navy of today, where they're trying to use the ships as floating brothels or floating birthing clinics.
Well,
look, we could do this. You know what I'm going to ask you to do? Please call the show again next week or the next time you see an opportunity to do so. Give this gentleman a priority to get on the show. Send him a copy of Abuse of Power because he's going to love Jack Hatfield. I'll be right back.